Okay. About 10 seconds. Right. So yesterday, I think I was kind of stuck trying to work. Every time I modified the lib, it breaks the program. Copy failed for some reason. And I don't know why. I really should end things positively. Stream. Because the next day when I start, I have to like fix something. It's like, oh, don't want to do it. Anywho, we're here now. I'll keep doing it either ways. Okay. Panics because of an integer overflow. I tried to test my debugger just before the stream. It still doesn't work. Size minus file reader dot position equals 0. Integer overflows here. Is there still that weird file? Yeah, here. I don't know what these files are. So make file the file writer interface and file all. This is the method that I'm calling. What are the options? And now the mode is copied from the source file. I don't know what these are. Source directory, source path, destination directory, destination path. What better than the last one? Don't know what these files are though. Get this running. We modify the code. It's like hit and a miss. Don't know what that file is. Is it because... Hang on. Make the... Is it because the file's still open? No. Oh, it was a good guess. I have to like code load game lib, copy file. Okay, file name's that. Not sure what this file is. What if I modify this again? It gets created every time copy fails. Oops. Does that both source path and destination path are absolute? Function that operates both absolute and relative paths. On Windows, both paths could be encoded as that. Overwriting any already existing file. Yeah, that's what I need. Doesn't mean atomically creates. On Linux, until that is merged and readily available, excuse me, there is a possibility of power loss or application termination leaving temporary files present in the same directory as the destination path. Introduce add replace flag, which allows link cat to replace the target file. The temporary file in the pattern above can be a proper temp file. And this from 2017. So it's still open. Jeez. Sorry. Oh fuck. What am I doing? Alright. It's not an error. It's just panicking. Maybe I should ask someone. Do you think this is a problem with what's it called? The standard library? I mean, I don't think so. Still think it's me. I'm doing something wrong. Sig copy file your overflow panic. I think I gotta look at the function. Copy file, send file all, send file. Hey NBD and good night. I'm using X11 for the window and Pulse Audio for the audio. I tried ALSA, but it was using Pulse Audio internally. So I just use Pulse Audio. Destination. So what is atomic file? What is the difference between writing to files atomically? Ah, okay. That makes sense. That's why when copy fails, okay, hang on. What the fuck? Okay, now that it failed now, there's a file here. Interesting. And the temp file is not modified. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's already using cheers, cheers MTV file. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think there's quite a lot of days. I mean, yeah, it's only 20 days, but I think it took me like 50 to get to those 20 days. Is this, what is DWM? Always wanted to follow Handmade Hero too, but never knew where I should start. I mean, day one sounds like a good place. Ah, no, this is just, what's it called? Oh, the D window manager, yeah, I remember. I used to use i3, but now this is just Pop OS. I'm quite proud of that one, but there is, let me show you. Plus I could use the destruction. Okay, config dot files. Yeah, so I just set workspaces and then set a small, what's it called, config to be able to switch windows. So I don't need the entire i3 config. I only need like these lines. It's pretty good. That's why I use Pop OS, because they have a tiling window manager, and then these lines works exactly like i3. I think the color scheme is Dracula. Or something else. Could be either one of those. I don't know what something else is. Don't remember. I copy file. Why are you failing? Automatically creates a new file at destination path within destination directory with the same contents as source path within source directory, overwriting any already existing file. means hang on. Well, this file looks nothing like this file. I mean, I'm just trying to guess. If I look at the first few lines, I wonder after the first copy, because the first copy works. I wonder if this is reset. Reader. Create an atomic file. I think that's the interim file. Intermediate file. Send file all. This is the one that fails. What does this do? Number of bytes logically written is returned. This excludes bytes from buffer because they have already been logically written. Caller is responsible for flushing, although the buffer may be bypassed. As an optimization, this is not a guarantee. Send file all. Writer, reader, and limit. Hey, why? It's a lot of weird names today. What are you building? Right now, I don't know. I'm just following Handmade Hero to learn how to build. And then maybe build something after. I've been asked this question before. I don't know, really. I have some ideas of things I would like to build. For instance, my debugger doesn't work. I was wondering if I can build one. I found a project that was written in Zig and maintainer doesn't maintain it anymore. No, I'm following Handmade Hero. I don't know if you've heard of it. I'm following the series. I'm on day 22. Trying to get what am I trying to do? Oh yeah, I'm trying to load game code instantaneously. But my copy is failing. Trying to figure out why. What does it call after? Send. Let me close this for now. Game lib, copy file. And my debugger doesn't work, so that's why I've got to go through the source code, see what could possibly be wrong. If I'll read it at size. Can I print statements here? Okay, that's cool. Okay, maybe printed it this time. So 29110. Okay, so it's creating a negative number. How can the file reader position be ahead of the file size? That is weird. So the first time it works fine when I copy the lib. But when it builds the second time. So what I think is the file reader position. Where is this modified? What if I just fs dot, what's it called? Is it seek? I don't remember. Do you use any AI assistant, AI tooling at all? It might be handy and one-shot your bugs. Time to time, I use Cloud to get some answers. But I've been using it. I used to use it a lot more. But I've been using it, trying to use it like less. Because I find that I hate my job when I'm using an LLM. I like to write code. I mean, bugs are annoying, but I like to figure out why. What's causing the bugs. And when I use an LLM, I'm only like reviewing code, and I don't like code reviews. I use them for like, if I want to like convert some data type to something else, it's like tedious work. I use them in that case. But otherwise, I don't use them that much. I use them for UI sometimes, because I don't like building UIs. But yeah, I mean, plus this is like a hobby thing, so I don't need an LLM because there's no deadline. You know what I mean? And it would also, I think, defeat the purpose, because I'm following Handmade Hero to like learn, and I don't know. I think the LLM sort of takes the fun out of it. Yeah. I don't, I have like Cloud Code on Visual Studio. But I use it like very rarely, like once or twice a month, maybe more. Not really cheating. I mean, I think it's a tool that's available. But what I find is, if you rely when I rely on LLMs too much, I kind of feel it's making me stupid. Like things I could do before, then I just forget all of a sudden. It's also why I don't even have like autocomplete on, because I found that I was just, I don't know. It helps me remember better when I don't have autocomplete. And LLM is just like that on steroids. So that's why. I also find LLMs depressing. Yeah, initially I was like, I was quite impressed with it. But yeah, I found out that I'm just reviewing code. What's the point? Who wants to do that all day? Jonathan Blow's rant on autocomplete made me disable it too. Okay, I've not heard of that one. What made me thought of it was, I don't know if you know Ginger Bill, the guy who made Odin. I was watching like one of his podcasts. Well, he was there. And he was mentioning how he doesn't use autocomplete. And it was just an experiment. And I liked it. Quite good. Yes, I agree, but LLMs help people like me who is complete noob in coding. I've heard that as an argument. I think early on when you learn into code, I think it's I don't know. I mean, if you just ask for the answers, you don't learn anything. I mean, this is new stuff too. I don't know. It depends how you use it. File systems, I/O, sync, distributed system, cloud computing, Linux, they're going to be hell to me without LLM's help. I would say you're looking at it the wrong way. I would never like learn about file systems on their own. I think it's better to build something, and when you're building it, if you come across that you need to write to file or read from a file, you can then look into it. There's no point like just because these things like don't make sense on their own. Solely in context of like what you're doing or your project. That's what I feel. But I mean, if it helps you, you do you, right? I think you gotta be honest with yourself though. If you just ask him for it for code, I think you kind of defeating the purpose of learning, anyways. I'm just digressing. What I want to do is file reader. Let me add this. Yeah. Exactly, but something like Codex can give you some architecture insights at abstract level. Any project can go a lot faster than traditional means. I don't know what Codex is, but yeah. Also, I find that the speed with LLMs, it just feels fast. Initially, maybe you go a lot faster, but then it slows you down quite a lot because you don't really know what's going on because you didn't write the code. Maybe. That's just that's what I've noticed, anyways. Get position. How's the line? 795. But if you just wipe coding, that's stupid 100%. I mean, it depends what you want, right? If you want to learn to write code, yeah, then it's stupid. But if you want the end product, I think it's pretty good. I'll read it a position. I mean, this could be. Can I do seek to 0? What is it called? What if I just made a 0? And that I think that's wrong. Oh no, I think I just crashed the program. Now it's just stuck. Yep. Okay, thank God. I think I understand what's going wrong. So read and copied from the file once. If I modify the file, the file handle doesn't get updated. Yeah, I think the code is public. No, I think it is public. It's right here. You can find it here. I don't have YouTube chat open, but I think I've shared it somewhere. In the description, maybe? I mean, this is my understanding so far. First copy works. File seek position equals file size. Second copy. Now I don't know if this is a mistake in the standard library. Say copy file else second time. I think it's a before I submit an issue, I do want to be sure that Yeah, it's cloud. I copy file using. Is it FS? No, it's directory. Okay, there we go. I would have assumed. Where's the file.seek2? I have used this. Hang on. Then I need the file. Do I have to open the file? Directory path. What's the path? Source. And then in that case, I don't need, it'll just be source file.stat. This can add it too. Okay, see if that works. Expected 2 arguments. Open file. Okay, it needs. I just pass a default. Header union is ignored. Okay, see if that worked. Works the first time. Fucker. That didn't change anything at all. Unless the file here is the temporary file. I do have a lot of junk files. Well, I should have checked that first. What are copy file options? Switch native OS. File reader. File. Directory 2631. Okay, so it's the atomic files. File reader. Oh, no, it's not. It's the source directory.open file. Hang on, I think I might be opening the wrong file. I know it's correct. Current working directory, open file. And the source file. I don't know if this works because I have tried it before. What if I tried the same? Ooh, hang on. I do forget to close the file. Not here. Yeah. I don't think that's the error. Try that. Where is the... What do I reset? Position. Seek to seek by doesn't validate the buffer. Tracks a true seek position in the file. To obtain the logical position, subtract the buffer size from this value. I think it should be subtracts the difference between reader.end and reader.seek. Other position minus interface and minus interface seek. It was fixed. Interesting. So it's seek by. What does seek to do? Relative to the beginning. So I need to get current position and remove that many. Is it seek position? What was the fix? I'm gonna ask the question. Second. Okay, I think the fix is going over my head. Excuse me. Why do you say that? Ice cold witch. People who made DWM are a bunch of Nazis. Does this exist? No, it doesn't. Current seek position is it's like I think they had a meetup where they did like a walk holding torches, which is apparently some Nazi thing. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I've just heard of them. I've heard of them before. I mean, the window manager, but I don't know about all the torches and stuff. File.seek get position. Oh, it's not file. Reader the file. Negative current seek position. It's an unsigned 64. Oh, hang on. It's seek by. Okay, see if that works. It's an I-64. Fuck. Is it at least a different error? It's a sorry. Debug. Oh, of course, it never gets to that position. Which it should have been reset before the copy, anyways. Well, let's try that. Hang on. Why didn't I just pass it the file? Let's try again. The seek position looks right. You like gone back and found it. What is... What's that now? 1794. I'll read the position as 0 and value 9642. Something is wrong. I don't think that's it. Be my source file. Just the seek position go beyond file size. No, what? Okay, I give up for today. Trying to think if I missed something obvious. Hey Devnan, yeah. Why is this such a pain in the ass? Can't it just like copy a fucking file? Why does it have to be so difficult? Where's this extra data coming from? There's only this many bytes in the file. I mean, it's just copy. It's like, what's the big deal? Or I think I just write the copy myself. I think that seems bad at this point. I mean, I don't really need the atomic file. If it failed, it's fine. It's not working right now anyways. I'll figure this out tomorrow. Fuck this. Don't want to look at it again today. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a day there. Gonna enjoy the rest of my... Well, it's Monday. It's not even Sunday. Alright, have a good day. Whoever's watching. And... Oh, fuck. I don't want to like... I do want to try it though. Fuck, no, I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Fuck it. Alright, good night. Sanctropy. Well, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Yeah.